Morning, Saturday morning. I think you can still hear China Grove by the Doobie Brothers, so we'll just turn that back because I wouldn't want to be canceled. So yeah, starting with this mess. I gotta move the wiring harness. I need to remember these two wires go here. And yeah, there's lots to do. Like, I got brake lines to fix up yet. I want to clean up the frame. But to get that heater housing mounted, I need to get this harness out of my way. One way is to cut this bar. I don't want to do that. So that harness looks like a challenge to get off the engine, so I got to pull everything out from inside the passenger compartment. I'm pleased about that. And then I'll take it from there. I need to get that housing as far that way as possible. And I think I want to get it as low as possible too. So like, even if I was sitting right on top of that, like right near the bell housing here, like if I'm an inch up, I'd be happy with it. So I could cut into this and get that heater housing, the heater housing that goes into the cabin right around here. So then I don't have to mangle this structure, and then maybe I can retain this vent, not that it's required. Just forward thinking backwards. Yeah, so I was stripping this undercoating with this guy. It's not terribly noisy, and I took a blade and I just put the grinder to it, and you know, just away you go. You hold it just right, and the blade gets a little bit hot, and it just starts to cut through that stuff like butter. Under here, I don't know how I'm gonna get that out. People were saying easy off. I've tried it. For some reason, it doesn't work on this. So I think I'm gonna have to just manually scrape it all out. Yeah, and then I gotta hang a fender after I get that housing mounted. If I can stay away from all of that stuff and get that housing right over here, I'd be thrilled. So yeah, I gotta move wiring harness. I'll be back in a while. Yeah, so here we go. I'm just gonna fit this housing on, grab my cordless ratchet. Snug this up. Oh! Yeah, it's a 10 mil, and I didn't lose it. Haha. Note to self, run a tap through these holes before starting. They're a little rusty. I was thinking about lubricating them, cleaning the bolts and that, and lubing them up, but I want to paint this yet. So. But it covers all the ugly. I'm happy with that. Don't know if that works. Don't know if this leaks. All these wonderful things to pay attention to. I do like the fact that I think a guy can get this evaporator out once it's installed. Just a little ring of bolts and these bolts here. So okay, so we're on enough. I'm going to give it a little test squeeze and see how that works. Alrighty, back at her in a minute. Ooh, I'm on fire. Can anybody smell smoke? Because I sure can, and I can't figure out where it's coming from. I do not know. Doesn't really smell. Oh, is this smoke? Oh, look at that. Found it. I moved it out of the way because I thought it would burn after I did some grinding. Eeny, meeny, soapy water. Bubble checker. Let's check for leaks. Can you believe it? That sucker's still smoking. Stop it! Maybe I should just throw it outside and let it burn. Oh, it smells even worse once I got it wet. Look at this. Still going. Okay, I know what to do with it. Stinks. Fuck. Yeah, right beside a tire. Could you imagine if this thing went up and exploded into flames? Oh, I think it may have stopped now. I'm not taking any chances. Burn, baby, burn. I don't care anymore. Kind of froggy out today. Buddy Dave can't fly. It's been 4 days like this. Okay, well that stink is gonna subside. So, back to regular scheduled program. Glad you guys found that, because I would have never. So, gaping hole in firewall, whole scrap down there. This is gonna kind of go right there. Boy, that's ugly. But I'm going to raise it up a little bit on that end and or trim the sheet metal. If I trim it, I can drop it. So it wasn't a perfect fit. This was, I built that as a concept. I had hopes that I could drop it below that line right here, but I guess I can't. So my only concern is I've got to cut into this so I can get a heater core in. But I'll have lots of clearance for my tubes for the AC. Yeah, and I think I'm going to make these holes bigger, but they line up. Those holes end up right here, and this is inside the fender. And there's a duct that's right here in the fender that I'm going to kind of box this in. Again, that's like one step at a time. So what else? Oh, turning phone back where I started. There we go. Sorry about that. What else? Yeah, I guess I gotta keep trimming now. And or modify the box. The welders on this side, grinders and saws are here, so I should be good. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Back in a bit. Fourth segment of this video. So far 5 minutes. So, as always, the plot thickens. The glove box was kind of rotten. So I started digging. So this stuff is such flimsy sheet metal. I think I got some 14 gauge. I'm gonna replace this piece here. And I think I need my bead roller. Darn it. Or not. Who cares? It's going to be in a glove box, and I'm going to have a 90 on the end here. So when I do the new one, I don't know if you recall in the recent videos, but it just came out like a little box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this piece here across here. I'm going to come up probably 2 inches, whatever, yeah, about this height here, I think. And then I'm going to bend it, and I'm going to angle it up into this piece here and weld it in. But I think I want to bead roll it. I think I want to bead roll it, but I'm not sure. It's going to be kind of one of these trial and error. If I do it in 2 pieces, then I can trim it to fit. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make it long and put my bend in last. Maybe that's what I'll do. Figure out how to fasten it. It'll probably have to be from the inside, which is going to suck. But then I'm thinking, uh-oh, where's my wiper stuff? And how am I going to make that work? Because eventually I'm going to want to carry that sheet metal all the way across to the other side to close that in. Because my instrument panel has to be here. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have take a little time to think about this now. I was concerned about that access there, but I think if I'm careful there, because I don't want any internal like body leaks, so I need to do something with that. I'll have to find a grommet or something, which is fine. Foil tape with a hole in it, whatever. Maybe a screw-on piece. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day and revisit this tomorrow. I gotta go look for my wiper stuff. This is blown into something I wasn't planning on right away, but I do have the wiper stuff from the S10, so maybe I can take the motor from it and get that all running, because then I've got that part done. I'll have to go back and watch Brent at Half-Ass Customs. He did a custom wiper video. I'm gonna go check that out too. So I got a little research to do and some hunting. So I guess that's it for today. I'd like to thank you both for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. More mess to be made.